Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk, back into another video today, and we're going to be talking about one of the most recent things to happen in the NFL as the Philadelphia Eagles, reigning NFC champions, are releasing star cornerback Darius Slay. I mean, we heard that he had reportedly requested for a trade, but this is disappointing for the Eagles. They're a team who have lost so much on the defensive side in free agency. T.J. Edwards, Javon Hargrave, list goes on of players that Marcus Epps. There's a couple other players that they've lost in free agency on the defense, and this is another one. And they could have retained him with Darius Slay, and it's a little disappointing for them. I get they've re-signed Gardner Johnson, which is good. They've re-signed James Bradbury. Fletcher Cox is still a free agent as well. There's a couple other guys. They re-signed Brandon Graham. But Darius Slay is a big part of their defense. I mean, the cornerbacks that they had with James Bradbury and Darius Slay, that was some of the best. That was the best corner duo last season. And to move on from him and how dominant he was last season on the defensive side, it's awful for their team. 3 interceptions last year, 55 tackles. He was hard as shit to guard. You cannot guard Darius Slay. I mean, guard. He was what I meant was you cannot, I keep saying guard like he's a wide receiver. But he was hard to, try to get by. He was an amazing, I mean, he's always been amazing, but last year he was different. And, I have no idea of teams that could be going after him. What I've heard is possibly the Lions could be making to possibly make a reunion. Now, what I did hear as well is that what really upset him was that the Eagles were interviewing Matt Patricia for a defensive linebacker position coach, and that he played in Detroit. Patricia was the head. Patricia was the head coach, and he sucked. That was one of the worst head coaching experience I've ever watched. He was awful as a head coach, and that was awful. And he even knew it too. And he got out of there, and it upset him when he found out he could be back with Matt Patricia. And I don't know what else got to this point where he's being released. Why not why at least try not to trade him off? Because you could get something really decent in a trade for Slay. But I guess they're just sending him out in the free market to let him make his decision. He spent 3 years with them. It's going to be really interesting to see where he goes. Let me know where you think Darius Slay will end up in free agency. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Let me know your thoughts.